Auburn football just got a major announcement on the defensive side of the ball. It's major. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier, and welcome to Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. If this is your first time here around the water cooler, man, we appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us here. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, man. We're on our way to 1,300 subscribers, close to hitting that 1,300 subscribers before the end of this month. Also, man, if you are a returning viewer, if you've watched us before, if you have watched us many times before, please, thank you so much. We appreciate you, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you have not already, man, we thank you so much. Also, man, visit us at www.watercoolertalksports.com for all of your college football, SEC football, and of course, Auburn football news in written form. Let's get into the topic for today. Dallas Walker the fourth has been granted. He has been granted another year of eligibility with the Auburn Tigers. As you know, he was in the battle of trying to get an extra year. He was part of that, the lawsuit per se that, trying to get guys to get that extra year of eligibility to come back to play college football. And it was reported today by Nathan King that Dallas Walker the fourth was granted his waiver, and he will be returning to Auburn next season, in the 2026 season, and will be playing in an Auburn Tiger uniform. That is a very, very, very crucial pickup for Auburn football, especially for the Auburn defense, man. When we talked about this defense, and we talked about the guys that were on this defense. You talk about Jordan Crawford, young talent. Did not play a lot last year. You talk about Malik Autry, 5-star, young talent. Did not get a lot of reps last year. And you look at what Auburn brought in the portal. You brought in Walter Mathis, a guy that has played in the SEC, played at LSU last year. You brought in Saint Ferrier. You brought in Cody Sigler, a guy from Arkansas State. You brought in a lot of guys, man. But it still felt as if you were still missing a veteran presence in the middle of that defense that can come in and kind of solidify and give you a little bit more of a comforting feeling, knowing that you have some type of veteran presence in the middle that's going to be able to stop runs and going to be able to be a very, very solid piece, very, very solid rotational guy, very potentially can come in and start, a guy that you just know is going to go in and do his job. And that's what Dallas Walker the fourth is, man. If I'm not mistaken, he was a highly rated guy coming out of high school, started his career at Texas A&M, ended up transferring to Western Kentucky, transferred into Auburn last year. I don't know if a lot of people expected him to come in and do what he did last year. The numbers don't jump out to you. Looking at his numbers, man, the numbers will not jump out to you. But 10 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble, is what his stats say for the 2025 season last year in an Auburn Tiger uniform. But what he did to affect plays, what he did in the middle of that defense to help affect plays was very, very crucial for this defense being the way that it was. It was very crucial for the way that Xavier Atkins was able to roam around and be able to blitz through holes, and be able to have the sacks that he did last year. It was crucial for the way that Elijah Melendez was able to play last year. It was crucial for the way that Kieran Crawford and Keldrick Faulk were able to play off of the edge and the end positions last year. Having a guy that can command, that has a commanding presence in the middle of the defense, especially at that nose tackle position, which is what he'll be playing. Having him back is very, very, very important and it is a big, big pickup for Auburn's defense. Very big pickup for Auburn defense. Not saying that Auburn didn't feel confident about the guys that they had, but as fans, some fans were looking at what happened in the middle of the defense, especially at the nose tackle and of course at the 3-tech position. Fans were just wondering, like, what happened? Like, how will this look? Well, guess what? Dallas Walker the fourth is back. He is going to be on this. He's going to be on the defensive side of the ball. He's gonna be back in the middle of the field, and he's gonna come back. He has played in this defense. He knows what this defense is looking for. He knows what this defense needs. And now you kind of have that nucleus of guys in the middle back. You have Walker, you have Elijah Melendez, you have Xavier Atkins. You have that nucleus in the middle right there that has played a lot of games together, that kind of can play off of each other, that kind of know what each guy does best. And now they can go out there and they can and the interior of this defense can go out there and they can be able to play football and be very, very dominant and be very, very stout against the run this upcoming season still. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put a lot of pressure on a lot of guys. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on guys to come in and perform right away. You have the rotation of bodies that'll be able to come in. I mean, of course, everyone's looking for Jordan Crawford. Everyone's looking for Malik Autry and these guys to come in and perform and do what they do best. But having Dallas Walker come back, having him come back on this defensive line, having the depth on that defensive line, having a veteran presence on the defensive line is very important, man. I'm excited, man. The more that I talk myself, the more that I talk about this, the more I talk myself into thinking like, could this season for Auburn, could we not be in a waiting period for Auburn? Could this 1 year not just be like a waiting 1 year period of just trying to see what would happen? You know, could this be a year that Auburn takes a huge step towards getting back in the conversation of being, you know, well, first off, being a winning program and getting in the conversation of being, you know, potentially, you know, in that 9, 8, 9 win, you know, maybe 10 win category. You know, is it possible with that? And when you get pieces like Dallas Walker, the fourth back on your defense, when you have guys that have played together, when you have the guys that have the cohesion, when they have the guys that understand each other, guys that know what needs to be done, when you have that, it makes it that much easier for a team to go out and compete and play freely and compete and be able to go out and do what they need to do best in order to help a team, in order to help the football team win. I'm excited, man. I am very excited about this one, man. Dallas Walker the fourth, ladies and gentlemen, has been granted a waiver for another year of college football, and he will be returning to Auburn uh, to reprise his role as the nose tackle for Auburn football. It's like it surprised a lot of people. Surprised a lot of people of what he did last year on the football field. But if you watch this tape from when he was at Western Kentucky, it should not have been that big of a surprise. But I'm telling you right now, man, this is a crucial, very big, crucial pickup for Auburn football and on the defensive side of the ball, and where it could help Auburn get to when you want to win those games in late October and November, man, when you want to be in the conversation for potentially having a college football playoff slot. Man, this is a big piece. This is a big pickup, man. This is a very big pickup for Auburn football, man. And we hope that you all are excited just as much as I am, man. Follow us on Twitter at CoolerSpot23. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it, man. We thank you so much, man. Also go to www.watercoolertalksports.com for all of your college football, SEC football, and of course Auburn football news. Had a interview with Kieran Crawford today, first day of Senior Bowl practices. Had an interview with him. That article should be up by tomorrow, which would be today. You're watching this today, so that should you're watching this on Wednesday, which would be today. So that article should be up later on today, Wednesday. And we got some more guys that we're going to talk to at Senior Bowl as well, man. We had an interview with Scooby Williams, linebacker from Texas A&M. Had an interview with Jeffrey Ember, former Auburn football player who's at Southern Miss right now. That article, those two articles will be up on Water Cooler Talk Sports today, Wednesday as well. So be on the lookout for that, man. www.watercoolertalksports.com. Until next time, you all have a good one. Y'all be blessed, man. We'll catch you on the next one.